think I want to.
He owes me a favor.
He owes you a favor. Oh, shit. Man, that Russ shit was really cool in the industry.
Russ tried to single-handedly take out the whole SoundCloud era, dude.
Yeah, it was really crazy. But you know what? Looking back at it, I see where people might have taken things a little too far sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
And then I also see where I know that he knows like the little mistakes that he made, which were like as far as like the culture,
Right.
You know, but at the end of the day, it was really cool. And I mean, yo, I know he's got to be appreciative of that shit. Like the underground scene did a lot for him in the sense of like that hate really propelled his fans to become like super fans of him, and like I'm defending Russ, you know. I was a Russ fan before the fucking hate.
I feel like a lot of Russ's fans don't even know about that stuff. That they,
Really?
Like,
You
I feel
feel
like a
that
lot of
way?
Russ's fans probably don't know that Lil Pump
Yeah,
ever
they're like
yelled,
college
"Fuck
kids
you."
and they don't
Yeah,
care.
I feel you, yeah.
But there are people that do. Like the
Yeah.
stands on the internet, it made him have like a little army of people that were like, well, you don't know anything about Russ. He
Yeah.
has great songs. He writes all his music, produces it all. Like, yeah, I feel like it worked out really well for him.
Yeah.
And I mean, shit, he didn't get beat up.
But when I was
Never
going
got
through
jumped.
when I was going through
Never
with
got
Russ
hurt.
on Twitter and stuff, I don't really remember like seeing a lot of Russ fans in my mentions, even though me and him were like quote tweeting each other. It just didn't feel like his fans really saw it as much of a need to get involved.
For sure.
Yeah.
Whereas my fans, I felt like were very concerned.
Oh,
about
yeah,
this.
yeah.
Yeah, I
Weird
don't know, man.
experience.
I agree, though. That's really how it is, though. Our like the fans that
Because
some of
our
us
fans
share
are the kind of
similarity,
fans who want to fucking beef, who want to tell
wanna
somebody
beef.
to kill themselves on
Yeah.
Twitter.
Yeah.
His fans are like realistically the types of fans who are probably
Who
much
have-
more concerned with the music.
or have
For
like
sure.
a tweet that was posted like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And that's the last tweet. You know what I mean? It's like
They tweet at you, and then the other tweet before that was 2 years ago.
Exactly.
it's like, nah, he actually has some really great songs.
They had to do the
Tweet before
forgot
that.
password. They have to do the forget password thing to diss you. Damn, that's fucked up.
Nah, but that shit was awesome for his career.
Yeah.
I mean, shit, looks like he's doing great.
Seems like he's doing
Beautiful
great.
house.
He's got a book. My fucking
He's got a
publicist gave
basketball
me his
court.
book for my birthday. I didn't read it yet, but
Is the book about any of the shit that happened?
no.
That would be sick.
That would be great if I was in the book and she had to
Yeah,
give it to me.
right. Like he wrote like his.
There's like a chapter about internet bullies. And I'm just the villain of that chapter, and Smoke Perp is also in there and shit.
Yo, that was really crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, I was there for all that.
Wait, but no, there's like an incident went down with Ski and shit too, where there was an argument, right? And you too,
All right,
but
so
that never
I'm
came
just
out on the
gonna
internet,
say
right?
It. I don't care. It's just like I was a fucking asshole. Like a
Oh,
little.
that's not out.
No, nobody
video?
really knows about
No.
that. But so we were on tour in Europe, and like this is like just me, Ski, our tour manager, no security. guard.
security, and you guys are on tour in Europe.
We're like thugging it out. Like who
Damn,
gives a fuck? You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like
I mean, it's Europe. You feel like you're
yeah.
not as famous in Europe.
it's true.
It's like, fuck it, man.
And then you realize that you're more famous, and then it just becomes a problem. So we had like a trailer by Russ's, and I was like, oh, because I just thought it was so funny, you know. And I was like, I thought he was gone, like 'cause I was like, 100 retweets and I'll slap Russ.
That's how that happened.
I didn't even know that.
listen. So that I was like not thinking about it, you know. I'm like, I show Ski, it's like a funny thing. We're like laughing. Nobody really like thinks anything of it. And then like I get service again, and I look at my phone, and it's like so many retweets and favorites, and I'm like, I see this could become a problem.
Oh my
And you know, it's just
That's
like,
so crazy.
you know, like, bro, what was that, like maybe 2 years ago or a
Right.
year ago? 2 years ago, I was like 20.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't give a fuck. You know, at that time, I didn't give a fuck about
Pretty good
anything.
excuse. I was like 30, so this is not nearly as good an
I
excuse.
was like 30.
Yeah, you know,
33.
I was just on some bullshit, and it was just really funny. And like, I also felt bad because I felt like I brought Ski into something, and like, you know.
yeah.
But the cool thing about Russ was like he like was like came at Ski. Well, his people came to Ski because they were really looking for me,
Right.
And then they're like, oh, like all in Ski's face, and Ski's like, what the fuck is going on? I'm nowhere to be found, right?
Yeah.
And then Russ like breaks through the crowd. This is what Ski tells me, and he's like, "Nah, not Ski Mask. He's cool. He's good. He's like good. He's good people."
the
like,
DJ.
And he's like, "Where's your DJ?" and Ski's like, "What?" And he's like, "Nah, you're not about to try him. You know, like relax, chill, whatever." And then it got to the point where like, it was just like really bad timing for me. So
Yeah.
like I like, you know, I know Perp, and like, you know, he's a good friend of ours. We all came up together. And like we're chilling with Perp, and I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Why do you have a black eye? He was like, oh, fucking Russ, all this shit happened. And I'm like, oh shit, like damn, holy shit, he's here. Like I really started to put it together.
Yeah.
This is before I knew the whole ski Russ. So I'm like walking, so crazy. So like there's an artist named Notes, and like some of his homies, I had like known them out there. We had like Matt and shit, and then Smokes, Perp, security guards. So Russ, I'm walking. Crowd opens up of like huge men, and Russ is like, "Hey DJ Ski, was that shit you said on Twitter?
Why don't you slap me now?"
And I'm like, I literally was not like, just didn't expect it, and I was like, oh shit, I'm about to fight. So I like look around for a weapon. First thing I find is like a fucking this big screw thing. So I like put it in my hand, kind of like in between my knuckle.
Holy
and
shit.
I'm like, okay, so my goal. It's gonna be I
Take
have to
out an
hit
eye.
the biggest person in the eye, in the nuts,
Right.
or just try to maybe run through, get to Russ if it's possible. I was just like fight or flight type thing,
You found
And
a screw?
it was like a screw thing, yeah. It was.
Wow.
It looked like a giant bolt from a thing.
Okay.
That just fell to the ground, and I was like, I was just like, it was a fight or flight thing because I knew they were gonna jump me because
Yeah.
at that point I knew about the perp thing. So I'm like, oh shit, I'm gonna get injured. So I
Yeah.
gotta injure someone too.
Yeah.
At least.
Yeah. Rapper logic, yeah.
Yeah, I gotta injure someone. So like, really, the thing was like, I didn't hate Russ or anything, but I
Yeah.
also realized what I had done. So I was
Yeah.
like, fuck it, okay, whatever. So then, like, I just don't even really remember what happened. I started to walk forward, and I was like, it's gonna happen. And then someone noticed people like grab me and Smoke Perp security guard and like
Rush you away.
went at them kind
Oh.
of, and then got me and like pulled me aside.
Uh-huh.
And like, we're like, yo, chill over here, like you're safe. And I was like, all right.
So it didn't go down.
Nah, it didn't go down.
Wow.
Never got jumped, nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was really crazy though, but yeah.
That's one thing that we now know about Russ is that Russ ain't missing shit. Because Russ noticed that fucking lyric in the Guap Dad song. I heard that song 10 times. I did not notice that he
Yeah.
said something about Russ in that song.
I had no idea that anything was like,
Bro, I don't give a fuck how big you are, bro. Like you're like
At
you're
least a
gonna
little
see,
tuned in.
Yeah, you're tuned in for sure. At least a little bit, bro. For sure.
I mean, I'm tuned in, bro. I watch,
tuned in.
I get bored all day and I just fucking open shit. I
Yeah.
read all my DMs.
I mean, if somebody said fucking 1,000 likes and I'll go smack up in 22, like I'm gonna see it. I'm gonna see it if
see
it
it.
has 5 likes. I'm gonna
Yeah.
see it. It's like realistic. And
For sure.
we're over here thinking though that Russ is like some famous ass artist. Like
Yeah.
compared to like we're not really thinking of us
Yeah,
as
yeah.
being on his
Yeah.
fucking radar.
Radar,
you
yeah,
know?
for sure,
Maybe
for sure.
now I totally get it. But like
probably-
at the time, like I had never been acknowledged by Russ, so I didn't know that I was on Russ's radar. I thought all these jokes I
Yeah.
was making that I was just some random Twitter guy. that-
that was the whole thing. And
know?
I think like he had to do the things that he did to like show
Right.
people. He was like, listen, I'm done taking the shit.
Yeah.
I got to do something.
It's
If I
kinda
just search his name on
Yeah.
Twitter and
Yeah.
like seeing 1,000 likes, I'll slap Russ in the face.
Yeah.
I search my name up all the time.
Yeah.
I see people talking shit.
Because
It might
even
have been 100,
even
so
if it was 10 likes,
that would piss me off.
Even if it was 10 likes, it's like one of your fans who you already have an open DM with or whatever is going to just tell you. So it's like the fans will hype up any
Exactly.
little
Yeah.
thing. Like it's not like Russ necessarily listened to that Dreamville album a bunch of times and heard the. It's like one of his.
Wait, it was
fucking-
on the Dreamville album that he said something?
That
What did
Guapdad
he
had that.
say?
He said like you be doing. He said something like you be doing corny shit. That's we call doing Russ, something like that. I forget
Wow.
exactly, but
Yeah, that was crazy.
That's funny.
That was a cool little point in the industry too.
That was fun.
In like the music thing.
when I look back at it, I'm like, damn, at the end of the day, Russ is kind of a G for the way he handled it because I would be calling anyone
Is he?
else. If I found out that you did that to someone,
Is he a G?
I mean, that
Is that
line
a
of
G
behavior
thing?
is kind of G'd up. I mean, at the end of the day, if it was Playboy Cardi doing that exact same thing, would we be looking at him like, oh, what a pussy?
I just
I'd be
think-
like, that's kind of gangster.
I just don't know how much I could respect like.
I also
paying
feel
people.
that. Yeah, I also
But
do
those are his
shit.
homies at the end of the day.
Nah, for
Are
sure.
they?
I mean, I don't know, but maybe there was money exchanged at some point. But at the end of the day, it's like I think they're mostly his friends.
If those were really his homies that like he grew up with and shit, that's cool.
Yeah,
That's cool. Good job.
right.
But like if you paid people to do that shit, that's whack as fuck, bro.
I'm also a believer in like a good. I mean, I know this doesn't really happen often anymore, but like, I would love to fight someone one-on-one.
Wow.
yeah, shoot the fade.
No,
That's how
cool,
I feel
yeah.
about it. And
Shoot the fade.
I'm like a person with all my friends that are crazy and like whatever we
Mm.
can make happen or however you feel about it, like my homies, whatever. I still would love to fight someone one-on-one. If there was some beef, I could definitely tell my homies, do not jump in. Like, my homies have respect.
Florida shit.
We've all fought. We've all fought in Florida. That's how it is. Don't jump in. Nobody jump in. If your homie jumps in, my homie's gonna start fighting your homie then.
If he would have did that, if he would have been like, yo, all y'all niggas shoot me the fair one.
Yeah.
Could you imagine if you got a DM from Russ like, yo, meet me behind my trailer. We about to one-on-one.
I would have been, oh, yo,
that would have been lit. Lit. You know what? I would have had to pull up.
Yeah.
I would have had to. It would have been dope.
Because if you don't pull up to that offer, then
you're weak
acknowledging
as hell.
I'm not. Yeah.
If he would have done, if he would have said that, and he still would have got beat the fuck up, I still would have been like, yeah, he's a G.
Yeah,
he's gangsta.
I respect that more.
I would have respected that.
That's kind of how I know I'm not a G, because realistically, I don't think I'm pulling up to like fair one-on-one fight almost anyone, unless I was like 100% sure I was gonna win.
Yeah, I mean, these days though. I mean, these days, like
you know, like it just doesn't feel like.
No.
I know
These days,
it's not like back in the day.
Shoot you, yeah.
Fucking shit. Well, I would be thinking that whoever the fuck it was, they're gonna shoot me.
They're gonna shoot me.
If I fucking one-on-one someone and I'm standing over them beating the shit out of them, you're telling me that his homies aren't gonna shoot me?
Right.
Then I'm kind of looking at your homies like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Right. Yeah.
You know?
That shit is more like the one-on-one shit is more in like a controlled environment.
Or a local environment. When nobody has any clout, it's much easier to pull that off.
And you know that kid's not gonna shoot you. Like you just shoot the. I don't know. That's jit shit.
That is jit shit.
That's jit shit. Man.
I mean, I'm still down for that.
Still with it.
During that X interview, I found out about the meaning of the word jit.
Jit.
I was like, what's jit?
Yeah.
It's like
Jit.
Let me ask you this.
little jit.
I gotta ask you guys this.
Little.
What's going on with the Tankhead situation? Obviously, it's a pending legal situation. You probably don't want to say that much about it, but how do you feel about it? Free Tankhead?
Yeah, free Tank, bro. It's fucked. It's a fucked situation.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's pretty sad, to be honest.
Yeah,
I have a lot of memories with him, and like, you know, like
me too, bro.
as far as all the X shit, like
he always showed me nothing but love. Honestly,
I just spoke to him a couple days before that shit happened.
Yeah. Everyone has their differences and shit like that. Like, I mean, like, bro, like at the same time, I don't wish jail on my fucking worst enemy, bro. Like that shit is hell on earth. You know what I mean? Like,
for sure.
I don't wish that on nobody, bro. Free Tank. I don't know what the fucking situation is for real, but so I don't want to speak on it because I don't have too much knowledge on it. But yeah, man, free Tank.
I just think it sucks, man. You know, it's like I hate to see like my homies die, but like, you know, like also like going to jail is just as shitty. It's like it's all over for you. You know what I mean? It's like I gotta speak to you on the phone.
Even if he were to be the case, it's like he's probably gonna be sitting in there for a year figuring that out.
Oh no, yeah, for sure. I mean, even if I just know how legal shit in Florida goes, and it's like they like to drag things as far as possible
and keep you in there while they're working on it.
as you can see with the Kodak shit, you know. And it's like, it just sucks, man, because like he was a nice guy, you know. As far as everyone knows him through the internet, like everyone has their like, you know, characters that we play in this industry, and like I guess, you know, some people do. I mean, I don't really have like a personality that I turn on or anything.
Right.
But I know, like, you know, Tank is like very firm in the way that he is, and that's like the kind of character that he portrays in this music industry. And it's just like, it's just fucking sad to like see it go, because he's also my good friend too.
Yeah.
And it's just like, man, that shit's whack. It's just like some Florida shit. That's why like I really stay at the crib, bro. I don't leave my apartment. I don't like people coming to my house. I don't really tell anyone where I live. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't trust a lot of people.
What's up, it's Danny Towers. You're watching No Jumper. Go like, comment, subscribe on this video. If you like this clip, go watch the full interview.